Hello, my name is John Snyder. I'm with Anderson Engineering. As part of our field classification, we have to do one thing right off the bat. Do I have gravels and sands, or do I have silt and clay? This is coarse grain soils, gravel and sand. Fine grain soils are silts and clay. Obviously, this is a gravel. Everybody knows what it is. It's by size. It's the bigger rocks. The smaller rocks down here, these are sands. You know that when you go to the beach. So the first step, do I have gravel and sand, the big rocks or the small rocks, or do I have more silt and clay? This happens to be a silt, that happens to be a clay, and we do it based on weight. We're going to estimate, do I have 50% more that's gravel and sand and I'm on this side, or do I have 50% or more that's silt and clay on this side? So that's step one that you have to determine. So Jack Snyder will cover how to do the visual examination next.
Hello, my name is Jack Snyder. Today we'll be doing the visual examination test. So the visual examination test is to see if you have more gravels and sands or more silts and clays. So first what you tell yourself is, do I have 50% or more gravel and sand or silt and clay? As you can see with these samples, there's definitely way more gravel and sand. You can barely see any fines in these ones. And these are all gravels.
How do you tell what size gravel is, Jack?
Well, as you tell what size gravel is by using a ruler. So any gravel that is bigger than 3/16 of an inch, which is right here on the millimeter part, which is 4.76 or 3/16, you just see it's bigger. So then you can definitely tell this is a gravel. But if you're unsure about it, you can use a number 4 sieve and just put some on top, and most of it won't come down to the bottom.
And what is a number 4 sieve?
A number 4 sieve means that there are 4 openings per inch, but it's not exactly 1/4 for each size, because
so put that on there so we can see what 1 inch is, and then you can count the number of openings. Okay, I can see 4 openings in 1 inch.
4, yeah. With this one, you can see that it is mostly sand, because you can even see the particles of it. And it will go, and how do you define it from gravel is that it is smaller than 3/16 of an inch, which is, you can definitely tell that they're all smaller than 3/16 of an inch. But to define it between gravels and sands and silts and clays, we use the number 200 sieve here, which is kind of the dividing line between each. So all these sands, these two sands, you can see they all rest on top. So
and how big is the number 200 sieve?
Number 200 sieve, there are 200 openings per.
So show us this sand here that might be smaller. That's just right at the 200 sieve.
Right. You can see it is very fine here. You can barely see the particles, but they still won't pass through. Some might, but.
And then go ahead and grab your pencil over there, because sand size is often in the millimeter range, because if it's less than 5 millimeters, that's a sand size. It's actually 4.76 millimeters. So show us your pencil here. How big is it?
So I got a pencil here, and it is 0.9 millimeter lead.
So,
and as you can see, that is just barely bigger than the size of a mechanical pencil lead.
So if you had 4 of those or 5 of those, that'd be about 4 to 5 inches. So that could tell you it's a gravel. If it's a pencil size, that's sands. Okay, so that's the visual examination method. You used it to segregate. Do I have 50% or more, either gravel and sands together? Do I have 50% of that, or do I have 50% of this